our intro. Hello.
Welcome to Young and Naive, our cool new comedy podcast. I'm Juniper Lewis.
I'm Anne-Marie Itamura.
And Anne-Marie, I brought you here today because I have some news.
Yes.
I got retested last night, and I'm Gryffindor.
Oh my god. What?
I know. I didn't know how to tell you.
Okay, but what test did you exactly
I took
take
all the Pottermore quizzes that had all of them, and it told me I'm a Gryffindor.
See, I would believe that except for the fact that when we found that bush with the giant hole in it, that you would not crawl into it. And I wasn't going to crawl into it. But we both walked away saying neither of us are Gryffindors.
See, I agree. I don't think I am, but now I'm like questioning my whole identity.
No, I must confess that I once took an online quiz and tested as a Gryffindor. So.
Oh no.
But really, it's what you want.
It's true, because so much of it is like, but I want to be. So, I mean, I want to be a Hufflepuff.
You are. You'd be saying in your head, please not Gryffindor, please not Gryffindor.
Exactly.
And it's starting how it would go, not Gryffindor. So, Juniper, what's a mistake you've made this week?
Well, I've texted someone, and they haven't texted me back.
Oh.
And it's making me nervous, because this isn't like it's been an hour, and I'm worried. This is over 20, you know what, let me pull it up. I believe it has been.
I think exactly 24 hours.
No. It has been 24 hours and 19 minutes.
Oh.
And so now probably my mistake next week will be that I texted them again.
Which is obviously not what you wanted to do.
Yeah, but that's okay. We all make mistakes. And what mistake have you made this week, Anne-Marie?
It was actually a week ago.
Okay.
And I was in my class, and one of the graduate student instructors was giving me a quiz and said, you got a haircut.
Yeah. Yep.
I have not gotten my haircut in like
months.
2 months, maybe.
Yeah.
And, I mean, she gives me a quiz every week.
Yeah, like she sees you.
She sees me all the time. So instead of just being polite and saying, yeah, I did, I said, no.
Nope.
Which
you, GSI. I did not get a haircut.
Which and then she kind of was like, paused for a second. And then I said, I think it's just different this morning. Even though
it's
if
just
anything,
different.
Actually, it's longer. But it's fine. So my advice is if someone says, do you get a haircut? You just say,
Yep,
I did. Thanks for noticing.
Oh, and as you, our listeners, just noticed, we will be beeping out all the curse words in this podcast. Mm-hmm. So treat that as you will. Enjoy.
Yeah. Appropriate for 12-year-olds.
Yeah, we are.
Well,
some of the time.
So far.
Our content may have challenging ideas, but not this episode. Because this episode, we are going to be talking about something that even some 12-year-olds, I guess, have done. You did as a 12-year-old.
I did before I was 12, yes.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about our first kisses and all the ways we did them poorly. Here to talk about all the things we did wrong. Would you like to go first, Anne-Marie?
I'll go first because I know my first kiss happened before yours.
Much before mine.
So I have 2 first kiss stories.
Oh.
But for the sake of whoever may be listening, I will obviously obscure their identity. So my first real kiss that I remember happened when I was 10.
Okay. A great young age.
Yes. And my boyfriend and I...
You had a boyfriend at...
I had a very serious...
For those of you who are curious, I had my first boyfriend probably about the same... I was in 6th grade, and we hugged sometimes.
Okay, so this other 10-year-old, we did not really hug.
Oh.
We did watch Lord of the Rings together, which is a time commitment.
Yeah.
But we had been going over to each other's houses because we lived down the street from each other.
Got a
we
Netflix and chill.
still live down the street from each other. And when I bring people to my hometown, I drive around, and my hometown's very small and boring.
Yep.
So I make sure to give them the tour and say, and this is where I had my first kiss. And what happened was, it was around dusk, one fine summer's eve.
How romantic.
And this other 10-year-old, I haven't thought of a clever name for him.
That's okay.
We'll say Gary.
Yeah, you and Gary.
Okay. I changed my mind. Corey.
Oh, Corey.
Oh, no, I know a Corey.
Let's go back to Gary.
Not him. So Gary and I... Oh, wait, no, I know a Gary.
How the fuck do you know the Gary?
It's my friend's dad. So, okay, wait, let me think.
No, there's no time.
Kevin. I don't know anyone Kevin.
Okay.
So Kevin and I walked down the street, and we had left probably 4 minutes before my mom left the house because she was going to make sure that these two 10-year-olds made it safely down the street. Yep. He lived in a court, so it wasn't like you could just stand outside and see the house. So we walked first down the street, and he'd been asking me all day. He'd been saying, I have a question for you. And I'd say, yes. And he'd say, can I kiss you? And I'd say, no.
Can I kiss you?
So,
can I kiss your sweet comedy ears? Can I?
So then we get to the outside of his house, and it's dark, or ish, around the front door to his house. There's plants kind of everywhere. And he says, can I kiss you? And I said, yes. And then it was like, and we slammed faces. I don't even believe our lips could have touched for more than half of a second. And then, I don't know what happened, he disappeared. Like, he must have just wormed his way backwards into the front door and closed the door.
You know what? Maybe he can teleport, but it's only activated by kisses. And he just didn't know yet. It was his first kiss, too. Didn't realize he had this magical power where if you kiss him, he's just
That's probably why we never kissed again. And we were boyfriend and girlfriend for like 6 more months. But it didn't matter that it was, almost broke my nose.
Yeah.
I turned around and I sprinted up the street past my mom into my bedroom, and then I did a full wall slide with a sigh, and then I wrote about it in my diary, which I still have, which is it's white fabric that has black poodles on it, and then the spine is kind of covered in pink velvet.
That's the most romantic animal.
Thank you. I don't know what could get more romantic than a poodle.
That's so sweet. You're like a teen drama, but a few years too early.
Yeah, well, should I reveal to you my possible first kiss story?
I think we'll have to keep that in the vault for a different time.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta, yeah. Okay. And what was your first kiss like?
Well, I had my first kiss when I was 18.
Okay, so almost twice my age.
Almost a decade later. I was not a cute child.
Hey.
I was not. You have seen. You have seen the videos to guarantee I was not a good-looking kid. But by the time I turned 18, I was getting it a little. I was getting better. I'm better now, but there's hope. But there was a girl, and we had 2 classes together at community college. She was a year older than me, in the grade above. And together
Are there grades in community college?
There are. She was just about to graduate that year.
Okay.
And I wasn't, because it was my first year.
Okay, yes.
Anyway, so we were taking 2 classes together. We were taking anthropology of sex, gender, and sexuality, and the psychology class, human sexuality.
Steamy stuff.
It was the sexiest classes on campus, and we're both asexual.
Perfect.
Hella. And then...
Well, you're objective then.
Yeah, it was a anthropological pursuit.
Yeah.
To study those sexuals.
Those sex things. That was a demon voice. Those sex things. That'd be my call girl voice. Not call girl, sorry. Telephone.
Yeah, it's a different institution.
Yes, very different.
Anyway, we're in these sexy classes together, and one day she noticed the Doctor Who pin on my backpack.
Whoa!
And that's how we started talking.
I mean...
Starting to get to know each other.
Oh, yeah.
And we chatted for like 2 months, and then one day, class was canceled. Thank you, Professor, helping me get some. So we
Divine intervention.
Divine intervention. And so we went, there were the backwoods behind campus. It was early in the morning. There was also a stream. This is important.
Okay.
So we went on a walk in the forest, and we climbed some trees. She had never climbed trees before. I helped her climb her first tree.
Aww.
We saw some deer. We went and we sat on this rock on the edge of the stream, and we were sitting kind of like not quite like a 90-degree angle.
Okay.
So her right is like at a 90-degree to my left, and we were chatting, and we were talking.
Where were your legs?
They were hanging off the edge of the rock.
How were your bodies at 90-degree angles?
No, the rock was like a pillar.
Oh, like a cylinder, but like chopped off?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see in my visual?
Yes, I'm picking up what you're
putting down.
Mentally putting down. Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about music. And I mentioned... This is so...
Say it.
I mentioned that I like some rap music. Like, specifically The Streets, which are a British rap group. And she was like, no, you don't. Like, that's ridiculous. Not in a bad way. No, she didn't say it like that. It was like more...
No, you don't.
I know.
Name 12 of their songs. Sing them all.
What? It's so...
What?
She was like, sing one for me. So I started fucking rapping. And then we got into such giggle fits. My arms ended up, I was behind her, around her waist. She turned her head, and then we started kissing. So shout out to A, my professor from community college, B, The Streets, and C, my sweet rap skills for giving me my first kiss.
Yay! That's a way more romantic story than my story.
Well, that's what happens when you wait till you're 18. Because, like, when you're 10, you don't know what romance is. You don't.
Excuse you.
Oh.
Okay, I will have you know that Kevin and I were an adorable couple.
Yeah, the only ugly 10-year-old I knew was me.
Okay, but I'm saying that we understood, no matter how cute we were, have you seen pictures of me when I was 10?
That's true, I have. It was even before your, goth phase.
For a listener, it was before, I'm sorry, not goth, scene. Very different. And for our listeners, I will describe to you what I look like when I was 10. Because I had to take my elementary school day picture twice because I looked so bizarre. Okay, I owned 3 shirts that I wore every single day on rotation. They were from, I'm pretty sure from Old Navy. Nice. They were polos, short sleeve polos, no. And the collar was white, and then they were light blue, dark blue, and then a light dark blue and white striped version. And I had a skirt.
Oh, hell yeah, I remember those.
I had a navy blue, t-shirty skirt.
Yeah.
And I would wear that ensemble. And then for the beginning of 5th grade, I did a one-handed cartwheel and I broke my thumb. Oh. And so I have a blue cast. And I used to wear my hair in slicked back ponytails. And my face is round, and it's always been that way. Also, I hit puberty when I was 9.
Oh, shit, really?
I mean,
just for those who are curious, I hit puberty when I was 16.
I can vouch for that. Yeah, I've seen a video.
Oh man, I privatized that video now.
Okay.
Oh. No one can ever see that.
Okay. When I was 10, I was in 5th grade, and I was 5'1". I'm now 5'3". So I have less, like about 4 inches in the last, 12 years.
Wow.
And I was well over 100, I was 120 pounds or something, so that's an adult size-ish. My shoe size was a size 9.
Oh, shit.
Maybe we can take out the part where I talk about my child's weight. Okay.
Nope, I'm editing. We're keeping
Okay.
the podcast.
So
gotta get all those nitty-gritty details.
I was a size 9 in shoes. I'm a 9.5 now.
Yeah.
I basically look exactly the same, except that I didn't wear any makeup, which I don't have to, but with a slick back ponytail.
That's true. It's a hell of a
I wasn't looking like Ariana Grande. So, yeah, that's what I look like. However, and Kevin was much cuter than I was.
Mm-hmm.
And for field day, which was a day...
Oh, everyone knows what field day is.
Okay, but was it a whole day at your school?
Yeah. We had, all sorts of fun games set up on, the grass area.
Do that anymore?
I don't know. I think that's what, we have, picnic day kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And
Except
that's
that everyone just smokes a lot of weed.
Excuse you, some of us get day drunk.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Actually, I probably is true that more people get day drunk.
Yeah, than smoke pot.
Yeah.
But, whatever.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs.
So at field day, he gave me a necklace.
Wow.
That was his older sister's.
He stole it?
No,
he
no.
Stole
He asked. And he gave it to me in a little, tin sliding case that was SpongeBob SquarePants. I had probably, I've seen in the last 5 years. I don't know what I did with it, though.
Can you imagine, down on one knee, pull out the little box, flip it over, SpongeBob SquarePants, slide it back, the beautiful diamond engagement ring. Of course, it's yellow quartz.
If Kevin and I had stayed together,
oh yeah,
I'm sure that the SpongeBob tin case would play a major factor.
Oh, it would have to
in his proposal.
Yeah, music continued to be a very important aspect of mine and my ex's relationship. That ex's.
Oh.
Even after I rapped for her.
Oh, you know what? One of my exes, hello, if you're listening.
Yeah, shout out.
I don't know if you would, though, because I know you, and you have a life. And you already have to listen to me talk every time we hang out, so. But my ex from my freshman year of high school, we would exchange music constantly.
Yeah.
And she still makes me mix CDs, 3 times a year, which I love.
I love mixtapes.
Oh my god!
Hey, if you're listening, make us a mixtape.
Yeah,
we would love it.
I don't have an auxiliary cord in my car. I only have I don't have a tape drive.
Yeah.
I only have CDs, and I need CDs.
Yeah.
Send me a CD too, an imaginary address.
Yeah, definitely.
But I borrowed her iPod Nano, her green iPod Nano, the second day she had it, and I dropped it and I stepped on it. Okay. And luckily, there was only a tiny scratch on it.
Uh-huh.
And I was just talking to her, and she said she still has it.
Oh no!
And I was like, I wonder if my scratch is still there. I honestly, it fell out of my hand onto the ground, and then my foot immediately went on it when I took a step because I was walking between classes. It should have been destroyed. I don't know how it wasn't, but
magic. Oh, actually, I have another. It's not my first kiss story, but I want to give it out as a warning, as all of our podcast is. This is all the stupid shit we've done.
Yeah,
that you should not do.
Yeah, we hope you don't do.
Yeah, so don't rap.
What? But you had a first kiss.
By the skin of my teeth.
Only rap if you're really good at it.
Yeah, like me.
And if you already had a cute day in the woods.
That's true. If you're already adorable, then you can rap. Mm-hmm. But 2 of my dear friends, one of my dear friends, and this other guy we know, she was into him forever. And they finally, had a first kiss. And he went in open-mouthed.
Okay. This has also happened to me before.
It's the worst. Okay, you can go in with an open mouth if you're gonna be making out and you've already established that you're make out people. But if it's your first kiss, Close your mouth.
Close your mouth. Oh, that was my fin loud. Close your mouth.
Close it.
I once had a first kiss with someone. Not my first kiss with them.
Yeah.
A close friend of mine, and he went in fully open mouth.
Like just gaping maw. Stick your whole fist in my mouth.
So much tongue that I almost choked.
Was he like Toad from X-Men?
Not honestly, but it just was so... And you know how you can, when you kiss someone, you can kind of make them kiss you a certain way?
Yeah, you grab their face and you tilt it and you make sure you've got to take control.
So I thought it would be okay after a couple minutes. No. The tongue would not stop. And my mom came home.
Can't stop the
Thanks,
tongue.
Mom. Thank you, Mom, for interrupting our kiss by coming home. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst. Too much tongue is awful. There was a guy I went on 2 dates with, and he also, a bearded guy, too much tongue. But, okay, my first kiss with bearded guy was we were walking through a neighborhood, and he was like, "Can I kiss you?" I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Consent, people.
Yeah, it was really
Consent.
good. Do that.
You don't even know if you might think someone's going to want to kiss you. It doesn't hurt to ask.
That's true.
Because this is the alternative.
Or maybe they won't text you back.
Yeah, this is the alternative. Hey, can I kiss you? No.
Okay.
Good thing I didn't try.
Because you know what happens if you try? It's awkward, or you get punched in your jaw. You're going to lose a tooth if you kiss someone and they don't want you to.
If someone kissed me and I didn't want them to, I would hit them.
Yeah, I would just, full force. And some, Krav Maga shit.
Okay, yeah. Young Mudo, but not quite. And
whatever.
I do have my yellow belt. Thank you very much. So
yeah, I was in karate as a child, and I got up to a white belt with a yellow stripe, I believe. Thank you.
Proud of you.
I was so good.
I mean, speaking of sports, I as a kid, my mom would enroll me in week-long day camps of sports because she'd have to work.
That's the worst.
Yeah. Well, I had a lot of experiences, not in kissing. The kissing's over. But I did a horse camp for a week.
Oh my god.
And I took care of a horse, and we only rode him 3 days. It really was so you would appreciate
horses.
Horses.
I already appreciate horses. Oh wait, were you a horse girl growing up, or
no?
Were you a wolf?
my best friend. Hey, my best friend. I don't know if you're listening, but I know you know who you are. Was super into horses, and she had 50 of these plastic horses
that
we would play with. And she had a horse, and
okay.
I did the camp with her. And so, but we had to I don't even know if we had to actually clean out a stable, but we had to smell the really strong ammonia. And I think at that moment I was like, I'm good. I don't want a horse.
I'm out.
I was not a horse girl or a wolf girl or kid. Well, mostly girls do that.
I don't know. I don't know how young boys do this. I mean, I was definitely a wolf kid.
A wolf kid. I was a possibly better, possibly worse. A dragon kid.
Oh no, I totally did that too.
Okay, yeah, I was super into dragons.
Did you have the Dragonology book?
Yeah. Okay, so you know where our background is in.
Yeah, you know who this cool kid is.
Yeah, so I was super into dragons. I did one of those things where you can paint the ceramics.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. If you're a parent or if you know a child and you think, maybe I should take this 12-year-old to go paint your own pottery.
Don't.
It's going to turn out shitty.
You know what? You know who you do that with? Fucking second date.
Yeah.
That's a great second date.
Okay, adults and young adults are the only people capable of properly painting ceramics.
Yeah.
My sister...
They just don't have, the ability.
No.
They've just understood object permanence.
Yeah.
They don't have the fine motor skills to paint.
And you have to double coat everything you paint on there. My sister, when we were kids, painted a teapot, which we still have,
It's ugly.
It's ugly.
It's ugly.
I mean, the animals that she made are not ugly, but the water is like this blotchy, gross, not quite blue. You can see all the streaks of the paintbrush marks. So yeah, second date stuff.
Yeah, when you're hoping to go get that first kiss with that loved one, that one you want to love up on.
The one you want to smooch.
The one you want to get all smoochy with. You gotta smooch them. Take them to go paint pottery. Yeah, that'd be really cute.
Oh wait, are you saying that you're kissing not on the first date?
Excuse me. So, with my most recent ex, I told you it took 5 dates before I kissed him.
Well, you know,
was
it worth it? Not worth it. People cannot be quantified. Kisses should not be.
Don't
ranked.
Quantify. You can totally rank kisses.
That's true. Rank those kisses.
Rank those kisses.
Make a list right now.
Yeah. I want you at home to go grab a piece of paper and a quill and to write down the names of everyone you've kissed and then to rank them.
And then call them up and tell them how they ranked.
Yeah, you're let's be honest, you were number 5 out of 7.
Yeah. Like, not very high on the list, I must say. Not the worst.
Not the worst, but only barely.
Only barely. Gotta work on that game.
Yeah, would you like some tips? I mean, because I remember. Let me tell you. Please don't do this.
Been there for a while.
Yeah, so it's like 5 dates. This was a while. We finally held hands watching The Winter Soldier in theaters on like our second or third date.
The most romantic movie I've ever seen.
The most.
I'm about to watch The Winter Soldier this week with yeah.
With a new boy.
With a new boy. We're watching movies and he has not seen The Winter Soldier.
Yeah. And not to be too forward, but they did not wait till the second date to kiss.
We can't say that's one of my mom's listening. She already knows, I told her. I came home and I was like, yes, we did kiss.
I didn't tell my mom about my first kiss until like a year afterwards.
Oh, you know what? I haven't even asked my mom when she thinks my first kiss was.
That's
That'd be
good.
Interesting to ask.
Yeah, you should ask. We'll report back next podcast.
Yeah.
As to when Anne-Marie's mom thinks
I had my first kiss.
Yeah.
I feel like she must know now.
No.
Because she knows Kevin.
Okay.
And she remembers when we were in love.
In love?
In kid love. And so but thinking about it, I don't even know if she knows the first kiss story.
Oh.
She's not really wanting to tell it to.
Yeah.
Well, hey Mom.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Yeah. I'm not giving my mom information about this podcast because I curse so much.
This will be interesting. When will Juniper's mom find out they're recording a podcast?
Thank you very much for tuning into our very first episode of Young and Naive.
Yeah, thank you for making it this long in the podcast if you're still here.
Yeah, please feel free to subscribe on iTunes or anywhere else you subscribe. Leave us a sweet review.
Yeah.
And come back next week when we have even more cool stories. What are we talking about next week? We don't know yet.
We're going to figure it out as soon as we stop recording this.
Yeah, we'll actually make a list of all the things. But it'll probably be more relationship stuff, seeing as that's a big thing in our lives right now. Maybe first dates?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to talk about first dates.
Childhood best friends?
Oh, yes. I lied. We're talking about childhood best friends.
Okay, and then in the future, we won't say when.
Yeah, it's going in the vault, but it's not gone forever.
No.
Don't worry. So... thank you again for joining us this evening. I'm Juniper.
You don't know if it's the evening. I'm Anne-Marie.
What?
You said thanks for joining us this evening.
I know.
What if they listen to it at 10 a.m.?
Thank you for joining us whenever that flippity-flack you're listening. I'm Juniper.
I'm Anne-Marie.
Outro music.